Don't suppose you'd enchant my sword?
Skyrim offers many opportunities to enhance your inventory, but by far the best way to improve your items is enchanting. For those who don't know, enchanting is adding a magical effect to your apparel and weapons, which boost your character in whatever way you want. For example, someone who plays mainly as a thief or assassin can refine their armour to falsify the sneak skill, making it easier to move around their enemies unnoticed. Alternatively, someone who prefers a warrior class can add an absorb health enchantment to their weapon, which drains their enemy's health as well as restoring their own. There are hundreds of different things you can do through enchanting, and in this video, I'm going to help you understand more about how to do it and how to do it well. Now, let's begin. To enchant an item, you must have three things. The first obvious material that you will need is an item you wish to enchant. The only applicable items that can be used are the ones that can be either equipped or worn. These include items such as clothing, jewellery, armour and weapons, all of which can be found bought or stolen from all over Skyrim. However, you need to realise you cannot enchant items which have already been enchanted. Only normal items with no magical effect can be used on an arcane enchanter. The second thing you will need is an enchantment to use. Enchantments are not bought but learned, which is done by disenchanting items with the magical effect that you want. However, before you start to do this, it is important to understand a few key points about disenchanting. Firstly, you can only learn a specific enchantment once, which prevents people from fast leveling their enchantment skill. Secondly, it is crucial to realise that you would learn the same effect from disenchanting, say, a weapon of plus 50 fire damage as you would with a weapon of plus 5 fire damage. You only learn the effect itself, not the effect value the items have. This is another important point which you'll need to keep in mind when considering the next issue, that disenchanting an item destroys it completely. Therefore, there is no advantage in disenchanting a high value item over a low value item, other than leveling your enchantment skill faster. Thus, I highly advise you only use lower value items to learn the different enchantments, as it saves the more valuable items for personal use or gaining a considerable profit if sold. The final point when it comes to disenchanting is that you cannot disenchant a unique or quest item. The last thing you will need when enchanting an item is a filled soul gem. There are 6 different types of soul gem in Skyrim. In order of size from least to greatest, they are petty, lesser, common, greater, grand and black. All creatures in the game have different size souls, starting with skeevers who have petty souls and ending with human beings whose souls only fit within a black soul gem. The size of the filled soul gem determines the amount of charge capacity on the item you are enchanting. As the more powerful gems are of greater use in enchanting, I would only use the smaller soul gems to recharge your weapons enchantments in the game. It is important to realise that enchantments only need to be recharged on weapons. Items such as armour and jewellery have a constant effect. Now, soul gems can be bought, found, made or stolen. If you want to save yourself a bit of hassle, and you have enough gold, you could simply opt to buy one from any court wizard or general trader. However, they are particularly expensive, especially if you choose to buy a filled soul gem, which can be 4 times the price of an empty one. Alternatively, you can find them on your travels. They are often seen on automatons in the Dwarven ruins, and also throughout the College of Winterhold questline. Soul gems can also be stolen, especially within the College of Winterhold. However, if you become the Archmage, it is no longer seen as a crime. Soul gems can also be filled yourself via 2 methods. Firstly, you can use the Soul Trap spell, which can be bought from any court wizard in the Hold capitals. To capture a creature's soul, you first cast a spell on it, and then kill it before the spell's effect wears off. Note that you can only capture souls from creatures, not the undead, automatons, dragons, or conjured atronachs. Now, the second method is to use a weapon with the Soul Trap enchantment on it. This is a far easier way of doing it, as it doesn't impose a time limit on you killing the creature. However, obtaining this type of weapon can put you out of pocket, but if that's not a problem, you can purchase it from most blacksmiths. If initially they do not have one, waiting 48 hours will replenish their stock. It is important to note that the captured soul will fill the smallest available soul gem in your inventory. Also, you cannot have more than 1 soul in a single gem, so keep in mind what soul gems you have on you to avoid wasting the more powerful gems with smaller souls. Once you have obtained these 3 items, you must then activate an arcane enchanter. These can be found in every court wizard quarters as well as in some caves and ruins. It can also be seen in your house if you have refurbished it. Now, having activated the Arcane Enchanter, you need only select the item you wish to enchant, the enchantment, and the soul gem you are going to use. However, you need to know that some enchantments can only be used on certain items. Mostly, these restrictions are logical, such as the water breathing enchantment can go on a helmet but not boots. However, some are less obvious, but are still shown on the enchanting menu. Also, enchantments with values placed on items other than weapons can be stacked twice. In other words, you can put 2 of the same enchantment on a wearable item, so long as they are a value enchantment, such as 20% frost resistance. This doesn't work for enchantments like water breathing, which has no value on it. Without a doubt, enchanting is one of the most useful skills to enhance your character and make a hefty profit in the game. I hope now you have a strong understanding in the art of enchanting. You can check out my channel for more videos, but until then, hasta la vista!